Hey everyone, welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News. Stop scrolling, stop whatever you're doing, because what I'm about to share with you might be the biggest update we've ever covered. Insiders are sounding the alarm the next 2 weeks could change everything for dinar holders across the world. After years of rumors, delays, and endless waiting, the Iraqi revaluation process may finally be entering its real activation phase. We're hearing from multiple connected sources that full-scale payout operations could begin within 14 days. That's right, 14 days from now, real money could start moving through global banking systems linked directly to the Iraqi dinar. This is not speculation anymore. Internal financial networks, digital payment rails, and even international banks have started syncing for actual currency settlement. Today, I'll break down exactly what's happening, what the insiders are warning about, and what this means for you if you've been holding dinar for years. Stay tuned till the end. This 2 week window could be your turning point. Now, let's talk about why this moment feels different from every other false start. For years, we've heard promises that the revaluation was just around the corner, and every time it got delayed. But now, something is shifting at the core of Iraq's economic system. According to recent confirmations, Iraq's central bank has finished the final phase of monetary reform, integrating with regional payment systems and setting live, real-time rate feeds that connect to international banks. That means the rates you're seeing are no longer placeholders or testing values, they're dynamic, ready to activate. This is a key signal that the financial architecture supporting the RV is live and functioning. Insiders say the testing phase is officially over. The system that once showed static, locked rates is now moving, adjusting with the global market. That's not rumor, that's digital evidence. And that's why these next 2 weeks are drawing such intense attention across global financial circles. So, what's actually happening right now? Sources close to the process say the Central Bank of Iraq has quietly set a 14-day window for internal synchronization between Iraqi financial institutions and select international partners. During this time, banks are aligning digital ledgers, updating settlement codes, and finalizing liquidity channels. In simple terms, they're getting ready to move real money. For months, we've heard chatter about software updates, code entries, and system tests. But those were just simulations. Now, insiders say the real systems are syncing. The word being used internally is distribution phase. That's the stage right before public exchange when funds begin pre-positioning inside verified financial institutions. Once distribution is complete, the next trigger will be public notifications. That's when the actual payout journey begins for holders like you. And yes, the 2 week countdown starts now. Let's unpack how this massive rollout could unfold. The payout process isn't going to happen in a single burst, it's structured in phases. First, large pre-approved contract holders and humanitarian program participants will receive early disbursements. These are the groups that have been vetted and cleared in advance. After that, Tier 4B, the smaller holders, everyday investors, and early registrants will start receiving notifications and appointment instructions. From there, we move into the public exchange window where verified banks like Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, HSBC, and Barclays will begin handling redemptions. Each stage triggers the next, and together they're designed to complete the full transition within about 2 weeks. That's why the 14-day window is critical. It's not a rumor, it's the working timeline for liquidity movement, and when the first transactions go live, it'll confirm what many believed was impossible. Why does this feel real this time? 3 major confirmations make this cycle unlike any other. First, Iraq's 2025 national budget has been fully published, including new international rate mechanisms that tie directly into the revaluation process. Second, multiple banks are showing live rate feeds, replacing static values. This is a sign of genuine operational readiness. Third, the Central Bank of Iraq recently confirmed that monetary reform is now in its operational stage. That's official language, not rumor, not speculation. When you combine all three, it paints a clear picture. Iraq's economy is shifting gears from preparation to execution. Insiders are calling this the point of no return. This is when all systems align: the budget, the rates, and the cross border settlements. And that's exactly why this 2 week window has so many eyes watching. If you're a dinar holder, you might be asking, what does this mean for me? Well, here's what insiders recommend: stay alert, keep your information up to date, and be ready to act when official notifications roll out. The process will begin with verified emails or instructions from authorized exchange platforms guiding you to book an appointment. At that appointment, you'll present your identification, your currency, and confirm how you want to receive your payout: direct deposit, wire transfer, or account credit. The key here is patience and security. Do not send your dinar to anyone claiming to offer early exchanges. The real exchanges will only happen through official, verified banking channels, not individuals or private brokers. Protect your currency, protect your identity, and stay ready for updates from credible financial channels. Now, let's zoom in on what's happening inside Iraq right now. The Central Bank of Iraq has officially connected its systems with the Buna Regional Payment Platform, which allows real-time settlements between Arab nations. This integration was the final step required before launching international recognition of Iraq's new monetary structure. Iraq has also started using the dinar, not the US dollar, for oil and trade settlements with regional partners. That's a massive signal. It shows confidence in the dinar's strength and value stability. Iraqi media have even begun using the phrase new monetary stage to describe this transformation. That phrase essentially means revaluation and stabilization are underway. And when you see both the media and government agencies openly discussing it, it's a sign that the shift is real and imminent. Let's talk about what's happening behind closed doors in US and global banks. Internal reports suggest that major American financial institutions have placed their currency exchange teams on standby. Employees at certain centers have been notified to expect extended hours and updated training materials. This exact pattern has been observed before every major global currency event. These centers are preparing for an influx of currency verification, account setup, and digital settlement activities. Even more importantly, banks are now syncing with ISO 20022, the global standard for digital payment messaging. That's what connects currencies like the dinar and dong to international banking systems securely. This level of synchronization means something big is about to move. When both Iraq and global banks align under the same system, liquidity becomes a matter of timing, not theory. Now, let's talk about the insiders, the contract holders. These are the first people who will see real movement. Several private groups have reported that their account status has shifted from pending to active. In banking language, that means the funds are pre-positioned and awaiting release. It's not a full payout yet, but it's a green light signal. Historically, this is the stage right before liquidity starts flowing to the next tiers, including regular dinar holders. Once these top-tier payments are confirmed, the next wave follows fast. It's a top-down structure designed to stabilize the process and prevent chaos. This is why everyone is calling this 2 week period the final stretch, because once these funds start releasing, the ripple effect hits every other tier in sequence. Let's get practical now. What should you do in these next 2 weeks? First, organize your currency. Make sure it's safely stored, counted, and easy to access when the exchange instructions come. Second, prepare your identification documents: ID, social security card, and proof of address. You'll need them at your exchange appointment. Third, decide your exchange strategy now. Know how much you'll cash out immediately and how much you'll hold for later. Fourth, avoid any offers that sound too early or exclusive. If it's not through a verified bank, it's not real. Finally, stay informed through credible updates, not social media rumors. The wrong move during this time could cost you big. Keep your focus and stay patient. The process is designed to roll out in stages, not all at once. The bigger picture here is that Iraq's currency reform is not happening in isolation. It's part of a global financial realignment, a move toward asset-backed digital currencies. Countries like Vietnam, Zimbabwe, and several Middle Eastern economies are preparing for similar transitions. Iraq is simply first to activate because it met the international requirements faster. This shift isn't just about raising currency value, it's about restoring national sovereignty, financial independence, and trade credibility. The world is watching Iraq closely because this revaluation represents the first major test of a global asset backed system. Once the dinar stabilizes, it will send a powerful signal that economic reform is not only possible but sustainable. Let's look at how this could impact global markets. When the Iraqi dinar gains full international recognition, we can expect increased trade flows, rising foreign investment, and stronger oil backed reserves. That means Iraq could reemerge as a central financial player in the Middle East. Investors are already positioning themselves to take advantage of post revaluation opportunities from real estate to energy partnerships. As the dinar strengthens, it will naturally draw more international attention, driving regional confidence and reshaping the balance of trade. For everyday holders, this moment could mean not just financial gain, but proof that patience pays off. For Iraq, it's a step toward full economic sovereignty and credibility. Now, let's circle back to the 2 week timeline. What's actually being said is that the activation process begins in that window, not that everyone gets paid instantly. That's an important distinction. Once the initial groups start processing, liquidity begins to flow through the system. Over those 2 weeks, more tiers open up. It's a rolling activation. The key takeaway here is that this is the real beginning, not another delay or test phase. Money starts moving, systems go live, and official notifications start appearing. And when that happens, the revaluation shifts from theory to history. The long wait finally turns into action. As we enter this critical countdown, emotions are running high. Hope, excitement, disbelief, all mixed together, but it's important to stay grounded. Remember, this is a financial process involving multiple governments, global institutions, and banking networks. Things may adjust slightly, but the direction is clear. The RV is moving forward. Insiders say this time the signs are undeniable, the systems are humming, the rates are live, and the preparations are visible. The 2 week clock is ticking, and once it strikes zero, the financial world may look very different than it does today. So, what comes after the RV? Once payouts begin and the new rate stabilizes, Iraq will experience a wave of economic growth. Expect new foreign investments, infrastructure projects, and increased trade partnerships. But for holders, this is when financial wisdom matters most. Don't rush, think long term. Use your gains to pay off debts, invest wisely, and build something that lasts. This isn't just about quick profit, it's about creating generational stability. Those who plan carefully could turn this event into lasting prosperity. Let's also address the reality with every major transition. Misinformation spreads. Scammers will appear, fake websites will promise early payouts, and people may fall for quick cash traps. Protect yourself. Never send your dinar or personal data to anyone outside verified bank channels. The real process will be secure, documented, and official. If it's real, it will never require secrecy or pressure. So, as we move closer to this pivotal moment, stay smart. Let your patience guide your decisions, not the hype. From a global perspective, the revaluation represents more than a financial reset. It's symbolic of Iraq reclaiming its place as a respected economic power. After decades of instability, sanctions, and reconstruction, the nation is stepping into a new financial era. The dinar's strength will reflect Iraq's stability and potential. And as more nations shift toward asset-backed systems, this event could serve as a model for others seeking to rebuild trust in their currencies. It's not just about money, it's about national revival. Now, imagine the scene 2 weeks from today, banks buzzing, confirmations appearing, holders scheduling appointments. The global currency conversation will explode, and every financial network will be watching Iraq. This is a moment that could redefine how people see currency, wealth, and patience. For years, critics laughed at the idea of a revaluation, but here we are, watching history unfold one confirmation at a time. If you've held on through all the noise, your patience might finally pay off. So, as we approach this monumental window, remember this: history doesn't repeat itself, it rewards those who stay prepared. The systems are live, the insiders are confirming, and the countdown has begun. This is not the time to panic, it's the time to stay focused. Get organized, stay alert, and wait for verified instructions. Every great shift starts quietly before the world catches up. And that's where we are in the quiet before the storm. The revaluation process that once felt like a dream now looks more real than ever. The signs are there, the confirmations are public, the 2 week window is open. Whether you're holding dinar, dong, or simply watching this global transformation unfold, you're witnessing financial history in motion. So stay tuned because the next 14 days will tell the story we've been waiting to hear for years. This is your host, bringing you the latest breaking coverage right here on Iraqi Dinar News. If you found this report helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe and turn on notifications because we'll be tracking every update during this 2 week countdown. The dinar's destiny is unfolding right now, and you don't want to miss a single step. Stay ready, stay calm, and remember your time is coming. I'll see you in the next update.